You need to hear this if you're a paranormal enthusiast. Ready to dive into the unknown? Join the Tristan channel as we journey through spine-tingling paranormal encounters, unexplained supernatural phenomena, and perhaps some eye-popping UFO sightings. Our world is full of mysteries, and together we'll explore the eerie, the bizarre, and the downright unexplainable. From haunted houses to cryptic creatures, we'll react to the most chilling and baffling compilations. So if you're ready to test your courage and expand your mind, hit that subscribe button and let's unravel the unknown together. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the Tristan channel.
Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to the Tristan channel, or welcome back if you're already part of this community or the community. Now, in this video, we'll be paying a visit to a channel which I don't think I'll react to for quite some time, and that is impossible. And this is the scariest videos caught in the Appalachian mountains. Now, what I love about this as well, when I saw this, because I saw the name, and I thought I had to, and I definitely wanted to react to it, because, as some of you may or may not know, hence I'm going to put it in the thumbnail, this is also the location of Fallout 76. So, I wonder if they'll mention some creatures that we hear of in the game. Because in the game you've got Mothmen, Wendigo, and things like that. So I wonder what they'll mention in this video. And as always, any channel I react to, the link to their channel is in the description below. So without further ado, let's check this out.
Beautiful places to visit while on vacation, but there's one that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and in a very strange way. For the past couple of years, the Appalachian mountain range has been trending on social media for its many mysteries, such as tales of skinwalkers.
Made it to the Appalachian Mountains. So far, no skin.
The Mothman, the Rake, the Dog.
That's it. The Mothman, the Rake.
Man, Bigfoot, and the list goes on.
What's it doing?
But after researching a bit, I found out that there's much more to it, and it's actually freaky.
You can actually encounter the Mothmen, and they even got a cult that follows them on Fallout 76. Brilliant. I've actually fought one before. I mean, it's harder now, because that's what she said, because I'm at level 50, so obviously the enemies you fight are level 50, but they disappear, they teleport here and there, and man, scary as fuck.
From hikers that have mysteriously vanished, never to be seen again.
I have one floating above the mountain.
This is crazy.
They're rising in the
Unexplained sightings of luminous objects and paranormal activity. This place is filled with strange tales of the unknown.
Dude, they're chasing that! Lily, they're chasing that!
In the dog fuck. Oh, hell
And
no.
because of that, it's been trending quite a lot on social media. And today, we're going to be taking a look at some of the creepiest and most unexplained videos caught in...
That's like, if you've seen the film, if you haven't, it's really good actually, good concept. I don't think all classics should be remade, but I think some Hammer film. The thing is, I'd love to see Hammer films come back. They tried it with The Woman in Black or whatever it was, and then gave up. Pussy! They should bring them back again, or even like former TV programs, like get the producers of Downton Abbey to do like, I don't know, Dr. Terror's House of Horrors or something, and have like short stories. But that'd be a film I would like to see a modern twist to. Is the Creeping Fleshing it's called, but it's, I won't spoil it too much. But there's a bit in it where it's like this thing's in a cloak. It's pointing like that. It looks like that. There's also a second a UFO book that looks like as well. It looks like a big bulbous head. Oh, yes. That creature with that pointy hat. I haven't seen a live one in the game, but you can get a museum piece of that for your house or your camp, whatever, in Fallout 76.
the Appalachian Mountains.
I'm being followed by something.
But before we go on, let me explain why this mountain range is shrouded in mystery. The Appalachian Mountains are one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world, with its core being formed about 1.2 billion years ago, when all of the continents were still one. They stretch from Newfoundland, Canada, to central Alabama in the US, showcasing breathtaking beauty and incredible biodiversity. But because this place is really old, older than the dinosaurs, older than Saturn's rings and the ozone layer, many people believe that the region is somewhat haunted.
Being born and raised in the Appalachian Mountains, I've experienced a lot of unexplainable things, and I'm not the only one.
Since first inhabiting the land, the Cherokee natives talk about strange beings that roam these mountains, like the Moon-Eyed people, a race of small, pale-skinned beings who lived in the area before.
It's in a purple colour, and you press a button, this mist comes up. It's like, but yeah, zoom out a bit. See, look. Just imagine that, but all of it like purple cutting.
The Cherokees.
Cherokees tell us that when they first arrived from the Appalachian area, they found it inhabited by a certain moon-eyed type people who couldn't see it.
And Sparefinger, a shape-shifting humanoid that preys on unsuspecting victims.
How is that? Really?
This, for instance, is a video that was recorded in the Great Smoky Mountains in 2021. At the time, Ronana's 007, the person who was recording the video, was working the night shift as a security guard in the Great Smoky Mountains.
See, there she... It's very doubtful that... All I say is actually you could probably do it for me. And I'll go for it as well. Go on the forums. Well, I might just share this video on their page, but on the comments. But they need to add some more of these creatures in, because they've got the Wendigo and the Mothmen. And like I said, you don't see... It's got aliens in it, but you don't see that bulbous one, the cloak. You get a model for it, but, you know what I mean?
When all of a sudden this happens.
Ooh, look at you.
What looks like a featureless humanoid figure can be seen walking towards the car. Needless to say, Ronana 007 and her buddy got the heck out of there as fast as possible. Now, I'm not exactly sure what it is that they saw that night. What I do know, however, is that encounters like this one are quite common in the Appalachian Mountains. And while researching the topic, I came across one of the most mysterious videos that was originally posted by Hellbent Holler YouTube channel, a channel that focuses on investigating strange phenomena and cryptids.
Let's go in.
I'm sorry, I got that song stuck in my head now. Uranium fever's got me rolling down. Uranium fever's up and all around. Well, I got a counter in my hand. I'm going down to government land.
What is that?
We've got eyes in the woods.
Makes me want to play more. Oh,
In the winter of 2023,
sorry to interrupt. I do play it anyway, but it just makes me want to even play it more now. Fallout 76.
Jessie and her team traveled to North Carolina to investigate the centuries-old phenomenon known as the Brown Mountain Lights.
Those are city lights.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is great. This is perfect for this.
Oh, wow.
I want to go down to the platform.
I'm getting that pro now, man.
Oh, my God. We've got one. We've got a Brown Mountain Light.
It was late at night when Jessie and her team finally captured what looked like some sort of luminous object in the woods. They were live streaming the event to their YouTube channel, so they were very excited when finally something showed up. But they had absolutely no idea what was about to happen. Check this out.
Look at that. How cool is that? We've got one. Holy moly.
I'm gonna live stream you here. Give me the headlamp and your phone. I'm gonna live stream you and you can...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've got another one. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This one's huge. This is huge.
That's what she said.
We're live. Go ahead and say what we're doing.
Okay, so guys, I just wanted to tell you guys we are live from looking at the Brown Mountain Lights. We took a little trip today and we are up here at an overlook. We are looking over the Brown Mountain Ridge and Brown Mountain, and I'm using the psionics, and right now I am actually catching the Brown Mountain Lights on the psionics.
Okay.
Recording.
I wonder where that is on the Fallout 76 map. And I wonder if it's roughly where the actual vault's built into, you know what I mean?
Got one. It's very... This thing is perfect for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got one right here. Wow. It is so cold. We are freezing out here. So right now we're just scanning the mountains and the ridges over here.
We're trying to shoot a beam down into the gorge.
Okay.
See if we can get a...
Wow, that flashlight's insane.
Now completely baffled, but at the same time curious to find out if this is indeed some sort of strange phenomenon or people camping down there, they point a very strong flashlight towards it, and this is what happens.
Yeah, see if you could get like a response.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Again,
Whoa. Oh my God.
Whatever they did with the flashlight, it seems to have worked, so they decide to flash it once more, and this is what they caught on camera.
What on you?
yeah, but I can't get to it right now. What do you need?
I've got one on me. I don't know. I was gonna try to signal and see if something would happen. See if there's like a response.
Give it a shot. We do not have laser pointers.
Oh my God.
You got a good one?
I got one in the air floating.
What?
I have one floating above the mountain. Do you see it with your eyes? Do you see it with your eyes? It's red. It's one of these like balls of light.
Here on over is not.
It's three of
Oh
them.
my God! They're rising. They're rising in the air.
I've heard that one before.
They're just rising in the air over the mountain. There's two over here.
Whatever these things are, they now seem to be rising towards the air, and Jessie and her team are completely baffled and pretty sure that these are not people camping or airplanes. This is something else entirely. Check this out.
Mountains.
Looks like there's another one.
You got another light in the sky?
I've got one rising. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? Do you see that ball of light just rising above the mountain?
Jesse, there's three of
Look at them.
They're just hovering. This is the craziest thing. I didn't expect anything like this at all.
They're just rising
what in the
up.
hell? That is so bizarre. The fourth one's rising up from the forest right now. You've got the two bright ones, one on top of the other. The other.
They're like lined up. Hold it at kind of an angle. You can really see these things just rising in the sky.
This is not what I expected. I expected ghost lights in the woods, which we saw already. This is almost like UFO-like type. This is crazy. Now the top one's starting to get brighter again. The third one's disappeared. Although I think I've got a plane in the distance. I've got one moving to the left, one slowly moving to the right.
After posting the video to YouTube, it left the entire internet completely baffled. Whatever these things are, it's very clear that the Brown Mountain lights are not just some ghostly lights in the woods. This is possibly something else. Some people believe that the Brown Mountain lights are actually related to extraterrestrial activity, while others state that there are underground bases hidden within the region. To this day, no one knows what is causing this unexplained phenomenon. What is known is that it was first officially reported in the 1700s by German engineer Gerard Wildebraum. At the time, he attributed the lights to nitrous vapors, but then people slowly realized that that wasn't it. Even after hundreds of years, people had absolutely no idea what was causing these mysterious orbs to show up.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I've got like 6 or 8 of them all lined up across here, folks.
Things got so serious that in 1922, an FBI agent known as G.E. Moore was dispatched to investigate the lights, and despite his efforts, he wasn't able to conclude anything, which added even more intrigue to the mystery. Now, taking into consideration that hundreds of people have seen and sometimes even photographed these mysterious orbs, I would say that this is possibly the real deal.
Dude, they're chasing that! Lily, they're chasing that! Look how many! Look how many there are!
Oh my God, I'm scared.
They're chasing the ball, bro! They're chasing this, bro, look! The recruits! Oh my God, bro.
But I want to know your thoughts. Do you think that this is possibly related to extraterrestrial activity, or is it something else entirely? Now, when it comes to strange things in the Appalachian region, there's more. And there's one in particular that caught a lot of attention throughout history, and that would be the Lake Champlain monster known as Champ. Now, the story of Champ dates back to Native American folklore with the Abenaki and Iroquois tribes describing a large serpentine creature inhabiting the lake. The first recorded sighting of this mysterious creature happened in the 1600s by Samuel Champlain. Since then, there have been over 300 reported sightings of Champ, making it a very popular topic and attracting tourists and cryptozoologists alike. Now, even though there are countless stories and reports of the presence of a dinosaur-like creature that inhabits the deep waters of Lake Champlain, it is officially seen as a myth, just a bad time story. But maybe it isn't. On August 4th, 2022, Johnny Hoffman and his family...
I'm not saying it is, but couldn't some of the ocean stuff ones be like whales or something else, you know what I mean?
They had traveled over to Lake Champlain to stay around for a few days and enjoy their vacation home. 20 minutes after they arrived, they did what anyone would do, and they went over to the lake to see the beautiful scenery. And this is what happened.
What's with the breathing? No.
Upon arriving at the lake, they're surprised by something in the distance. What at first looks like some sort of huge creature can be seen swimming in the lake. Completely baffled, they get their cameras and immediately begin to record. After posting the video, several internet users seem to agree that this might actually be Champ, while others state that this is possibly a sturgeon. But if we zoom in and slow-mo the video, it becomes quite clear that whatever this thing is, it's massive. So it could just be that Johnny Hoffman caught one of the best video evidences of the existence of Champ. But it doesn't stop there. In this next video posted by Weird Theater YouTube channel, we can see what looks like a serpent-like creature emerging from the lake. Whatever this thing is, this is definitely not a sturgeon. This is something else entirely. But what? While some believe that this could be just a log or maybe an animal like a deer, others state that you can clearly see the length of the animal as it approaches the shore, and that most of it seems to be underwater. In another video posted by Brian the Beast YouTube channel, we can see something similar once again in Lake Champlain. Check this out. In a more recent video posted by DMoney13 on TikTok, we can see what looks like a very long creature swimming in Lake Champlain.
Oh my god, what is that?
What is that? There's something in the back too.
After posting the video, several internet users left comments stating that this is possibly a sturgeon. But once again, it looks as if it's too big to be a fish. So, what is this? Could it actually be that there's some sort of dinosaur-like creature still swimming in the deep waters of Lake Champlain? I want to know your thoughts. What do you...
There probably is an reasonable explanation for it, you know what I mean? But it's like Loch Ness Monster. The problem with Loch Ness Monster, even with it being a plesiosaur, is they're like whales in the sense that they can hold their breath for long periods of time, but they need to come up. So if there was a plesiosaur or a Loch Ness kind of creature, you'd see it all the time. So every time you went past the Loch Ness, you would see it pop up all the time, like every, 40 minutes or something stupid like that. I think it's 40 minutes. Because it would need to come up for air and stuff.
What do you really think is going on, and why are there so many myths and legends of lake monsters all over the world?
Mainly because, well, I'm not saying there isn't lake monsters, but mainly because of human imagination, or, you know, lack of understanding of what things are.
Being a vast area with large portions
Because if they saw a platypus back then, they would think, what the fuck's that?
of dense, remote forests, the Appalachian Mountains provides the perfect cover for a serial killer or an ill-intentioned person to lurk in the shadows. The rugged terrain, isolated trails, limited cell phone reception can actually make it easy for such individuals to evade any type of detection. And I guess that this is sort of what happened to Katie Rementer while she was staying at a lodge with her family in Greenville, Maine. Now, Greenville is a very small town with a population of about 2,000 people, and it's only a 24-mile distance walk from the Appalachian Trail, which makes Greenville the perfect stop for hikers.
Isn't that in Fallout 76? I'm not saying it is, but it's got something in there that looks familiar. You know what I mean? Like a church, mind you, they got inspirations from it.
I'm hiking. I swear somebody's following me. I could hear them like right behind me. But every time I look back, there's nobody there.
Explore.
It's quite common in a sort of white church, like, isn't it?
What?
What is that?
What the?
That was not there last night.
Nah, that was there last night.
The following video takes place in Dudleytown, Connecticut, just a few miles away from the Appalachian Trail. It was on June 17, 2006, that a family that lived near Chase Avenue started noticing strange patterns of shadow figures lurking in the woods behind their property. Thinking that this could be a burglar or a person with bad intentions, they tried to capture it on camera several times without any success. But on one cloudy afternoon, this happened.
What are we looking at? Can't see shit.
It's me again. I'm just calling just to let you know. I've seen that thing again in the backyard. I've got the camera on. I'm trying to capture it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to see if I can get it. Anyway, give me a call when you get this message. Bye.
After leaving an eerie voice message at his wife's cell phone, he runs downstairs to get a better angle of the woods behind his property. And this is what happens.
Why does that look weird? I know, you know, it looked like it wasn't him moving the camera.
No. What is that?
It's translucent.
What? What the is that?
You know, I mean,
Yeah,
it looks a bit
it's me.
suspect.
I've
It looks
seen
like
that
it could be
thing.
edited.
I've actually got it on camera.
And I also, why is it that he had to get to the back door where he was? That's what she said. Is where he was to go through that window is exactly the same angle, or if not better. You know what I mean? And then when he seems to get there, it's like a robotic movement, like it's been panned on some sort of editing program or computer, if that makes sense. So I don't know.
I'll show you when you get home.
Did you see that? What actually looks like some sort of translucent shadow figure can be seen crossing the woods behind their property. Whatever this thing is, it left the property owner completely baffled. After being posted to YouTube, many internet users seem to agree that this is the real deal. Not only that, it seems that Dudleytown is actually surrounded by strange stories of paranormal events and mysterious and unexplained deaths and murders that supposedly took place in this very small town close to the Appalachian Trail. Now,
And why is it the branches and the leaves not moving in that shot? You know what I mean? Don't know, mate.
Even though this isn't the highest quality video ever, if we slow-mo and zoom in on the video, you can clearly see what looks like a translucent figure walking in the woods. Could it actually be that this is a legit shadow person caught on camera? And could this video help prove that the Appalachian Mountains are indeed haunted, like many believe? What's your take?
I don't know. What do you think? Fake or real? Just look suspect with that.
Now, if there's one interesting place to visit in the Appalachian region, that would be the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It attracts over 12 million visitors every year, making it one of the most visited national parks in the United States.
Today brings us to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and we're going on a bit of a hike.
Renowned for its stunning natural beauty and biodiversity, the park offers several tourist attractions, including Clingman's Dome, the highest point in Tennessee. On April 30th, 2011, a group of people were hiking at Clingman's Dome. It was a very cold day, weather conditions weren't the best, when all of a sudden they spot what at first looks like a bear. But then this thing stands upright and they slowly realize that this isn't a bear, this is something else. They get their
I'm not saying it is, not saying it isn't, but then again, what I'm going to say is this. Bears can stand up.
Cameras and immediately began to record what was about to become one of the most viral videos when it comes to Bigfoot. Check this out.
Bigfoot. Do you see it? Look.
Oh, she blase case. Bigfoot. Hold the camera steady. Hold the fucking camera steady.
What looks like a tall, furry, humanoid creature can be seen in the distance, and at first I thought it could be a bear. But when it stands up and starts walking, we can see its elongated legs. In other words, this is not a bear. This is something else entirely. After being posted, the video left the internet divided. While some believe that this is possibly just a person wearing a suit,
because it gets up and walks. It's not walking there, it's just stood up against a tree. You know what I mean? Which bears kind of tend to do. I'm not saying it's bear, you know what I mean? I'm not, you know what I mean? But it's like, he's like, oh, get up and walk, I see it's not a bear. It didn't fucking walk though, it just stood up.
Others think that this is the real deal, and that Bigfoot actually looks massive under the trees.
Yeah,
One
no
user
plays a full video. Yeah.
Just use size comparison with the people in the foreground. It has to be at least 9 feet tall, maybe more. Unfortunately, the video is very short, but I do have to agree that whatever this creature is, it looks massive. And I'm not exactly sure that this is a person in a suit. But when it comes to Bigfoot sightings in the Appalachian Mountains, it doesn't stop there.
I don't know, you can't see it really well, that's the problem. Because when it stands elongated, it does look thin. It doesn't look like it's thick like a bear. But then again, you've got two stinking great trees there. And all you see is this big ball of fluff, or fur, whatever, move around. So it's hard to tell. I mean, but you know, thinking that a bear can't stand up, the bears can stand up. And the thing is, what makes you laugh is you may see them on TV, but when you actually show when they actually show you a compared to person comparison, you go you literally. I mean, I watched wildlife programs for years, and you still can't grasp how big these bears are. You know, what bears are. Like certain black bears, certain breeds of black bears and grizzly bears are fucking huge. You know, you get like a son to actually get them to stand up and measure it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous, and their heads are massive. That's what she said.
What is hell is that? That was close. That's got me nervous.
They're not small, cute cuddlings that we think they are.
It was a sunny afternoon in Lake Sislodopsis, a very remote and rural part of the state of Maine. CZU Uncut and his buddy had been driving around for the past couple of hours and they were having a really good time. They were talking to each other, that sort of thing. This is when all of a sudden this happens.
Guys on talk shows and everything.
I'm not saying it's a bear, I'm just, yeah.
When they had to like look up their
Don't underestimate bears.
They had all these felonies like in process, so they couldn't actually do anything. Yeah. Come on. Says it's the only disease where you get to drink all the time. He says you go to a bar, you meet a girl who's got the same disease as you do.
Great,
dude.
He's got a talk show, I guess, now. A new talk show. Yeah.
Did you see that? Well, at the time, they didn't. It was only after they posted a video to YouTube that many subscribers started pointing out that they apparently caught some sort of humanoid creature in the distance. If we slow-mo and replay the video a couple of times, you'll see that this actually looks as if it could be Bigfoot or some sort of furry humanoid creature. While some believe that this is possibly staged, others think that this is the real deal, and very similar to the Patterson film. Now, being that they only captured a very quick glimpse of this mysterious...
If the Patterson film's what I'm thinking of, the one where the Bigfoot's walking away from him, that has been long since debunked. They actually found out it was on a costume, and the costume was made in some film production studio in Mexico. But I don't know, I mean, that does look impressive and freaky, but at the same time the texture looks all wrong. It looks like it's a costume. And someone said in the comments, why are you pointing? You know what I mean, that's the other thing with some of these footage, is like, why is it conveniently pointing the way it's coming from?
Creature, it becomes quite difficult to affirm if this is indeed Bigfoot. It could be something else. What I do know, however, is that coming face to face with...
Yeah, that photo you saw there. Fake is costume. They've proved it.
In an unexplained situation in the Appalachian Mountains is quite common. This is sort of what happened with Reddit user Phantom881999. On one certain night, his father noticed something odd in the CCTV camera installed.
So when you look at a gorilla's fur, because one, that looked too much like a costume, and two, it looked too polished, like the fucking Sasquatch has been using like Timotei or Head and Shoulders. You know what I mean? It's like, why is it that Bigfoot's hair always looks artificial and shiny and sheeny, and you know what I mean?
Just outside,
and look like he uses Head and Shoulders.
Outside of his workshop, and this is what he saw.
Oh, I love that cabin.
Did you see that?
I think I've seen
whatever this thing is, it left the entire Reddit community completely baffled. Some believe that this is a person walking its dog and that this is a camera glitch or artifact. Others state that they can see what looks like two different ape-like creatures walking together. Now, I'm not...
Now, it's two faces. The other thing as well, I've said this in other videos, and I'm sorry to interrupt, I'm sorry. But, interesting enough, because I play Hunter Call to the Wild, and a mate of mine pointed out that, or I learnt from a mate of mine, that a lot of hunters, when they do, I'm not saying it's hunters, but let's just give you an idea, that hunters wear, if you think that camouflage green, for warfare we wear camouflage green, right? I can't remember the differences again, but all I know is because an animal senses on alert, it senses for anything that disturbs the background. I explained it. What I'm getting at is, apparently, ironically, grayscale works better. I'm not sure it's also emphasised certain creatures in black and white, but grayscale camouflage works better in the woods for hunting. And also, if you've got like a night vision camera or a CCTV camera that just sees in black and white, and you're walking across the foliage, it's going to have a hard time picking up. Same as like if you see a video on the streets where people are walking down the road, they blend in quite well with the ground. You know what I mean? So, and you could see two faces clearly walking there. So I think it's a pixelation caused by the camera trying to focus on it, etc. Plus the colour of the clothes they're wearing. You know what I mean?
I'm not exactly sure if this is a camera glitch or some sort of ape-like creature, What I do know, however, is that it looks as if it's translucent and walking on its knuckles, very similar to the mysterious shadow figure that was captured on camera in the state of Maine. Could it actually be the Phantom 88 captured video evidence of the existence of skinwalkers in the Appalachian Mountains? In Navajo culture, skinwalkers are believed to be evil witches that can somehow shapeshift into animals.
Don't forget, also, when it comes to mythology and stuff like that, we take things literal as well, because if I remember correctly, years ago, I heard about like skinwalkers. It's like a skinwalker wasn't just some evil witch who could do this sort of stuff, but it was also what a shaman did during a vision quest. So when they did peyote or ayahuasca or stuff like that, it was kind of like, you know, you'd see yourself changing. I mean, and a lot of this stuff was seen through like tripping, basically. I mean,
we're frozen here. Because that doesn't sound like coyotes.
I do think it's funny though. You got people who live in, because there's some like videos of what sounds like women screaming, but people who actually go hunting will tell you that it's a cougar, is it jaguar or cougar or something like that? But I find it hilarious that you've got these people who live in woods and forests and shit like that, and instead of thinking, oh, that's a bear, that's that, they just immediately jump to Sasquatch, just like, see a big ball of fur walking through the woods. It's a bloody Bigfoot. It could be just a fucking bear doing its rounds, for God's sake. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. I'm not saying it is a bear.
I got something.
Are they getting closer, Joy? No?
No.
You do realise you have wolves in America as well. I was like, woo-hoo-hoo.
A biker just went that way, and the sound got worse.
It's also
that definitely sounds like a coyote or a wolf. It's like, I didn't say that, but it's doing that dog thing, isn't it? Whoa! That's what dogs and wolves or coyotes do. I mean, that's what are you on about, love? Watch a wildlife program.
Common knowledge that skinwalkers sometimes mimic people's voices to lure them into the woods.
I just wanted to show you guys my cool base.
Even your domesticated dog doesn't know that.
Got this thing. Well, that stinks. But yeah, we got some chairs. What was that? Is that a cow? What is that? Oh, frick!
Oh, it's Gollum!
And this is sort of what happens in this next video posted by TikTok user Creed4. He was hiking on a trail
TikTok,
somewhere in Maryland, and all of a sudden this happens.
Again, don't forget, with any of the ghost stuff we watch, it's like we've got to bear in mind we only have their word for it.
Creed4 notices a bunny oddly standing still, not moving at all. This is when all of a sudden the woods goes entirely silent, and this happens.
It's because it senses danger or something startled, or it sees you. Oh, that is freaky though, man. Real or fake, that's freaky.
He was right there.
Sounds like that creature in Dark Crystal. Yowling?
Not seeing anyone or anything around that could explain the ghostly voice, Creed4 gets the heck out of there as fast as possible. And even though this could be something other than a skinwalker, there are loads of reports of people who actually get to witness this kind of phenomenon in the Appalachian Mountains. Which is exactly the case with Morgan Lambert, who was going for a walk with her husband on a sunny afternoon when all of a sudden, this happens.
Jesus.
Wait.
I mean, I've said it in other videos before, but I can't remember. It's actually bugging me because Cass was like, who reacts to stuff as well. I wanted to send him this information, and it's really bugging me. But there's a program They actually went full out on this. They did the same as Loch Ness Monster. They went full out with it. They got the latest state-of-the-art equipment of that time. But in this one, they got every single form of expert, from someone who does human evolution, someone who studies apes, someone who's a hunter. You know, they got literally the top of the top brains of those areas, and got them all together to not only analyse the evidence. That's the same program where they found that the first ever famous footage of the Bigfoot walking away is fake. It's a costume, like I said, made in a film studio. But they're saying about they also explain about footprints, because a human's footprints could look bigger in mud and all that sort of stuff. But ironically enough, the ones that you see in museums or the tourist sites, according to the experts, because the way the arch is, or the way, because the foot is so flat, and the way apes move, whatever, you know, they go into the physics of it, where it's like there's no way it will find it very painful to walk like that, because it needs to have some arch or some give, I suppose. I can't remember what they said, but it's, yeah. So going by the footprints, they debunk the footprints due to the fact that they're like, well, if you are dealing with this sort of creature, no one could walk with feet like that. You know what I mean? It would be difficult, if that makes sense. They explain it better. Like I say, I think it's either panorama or something like that. But yeah, it was fucking brilliant. It was quite long, but it's brilliant. That's what she said. But you know, it's quite a good thing. They really go into it.
Do it with me. We're on an adventure to check on the fence line to make sure no trees fell on it, because we had like 50-mile-an-hour.
And also, like Casper Site said, and I don't encourage it because it's, you know, humans have a tendency to do this, but no offence. Regardless of your morals or your ethics, there's going to be some SOB out there who will tranquilise it or shoot it if he sees it. You know what I mean? Just to get money, just to get famous. And no one's done it. You know what I mean? And yes, while the forest is big, if you're someone who's, I mean, there's some people out in the woods who live off the land, as it were. It's like, you don't, you know, they got a cabin, they got a modern cabin and that sort of shit, but they get their food from the forest, yeah? It's like no one has bothered to shoot one or dart one or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like some videos, you see hunters, they go out and they go, oh my god, it's a Bigfoot. It's like, why the fuck are you not, like, kneecapped it or tranquilised it or shot it? I'm not encouraging it, I'm not saying you should, but come on. You know what I mean? It's like, seriously, someone will have that mentality too. I mean, not be funny. Look at the poor animals that we shouldn't be, like the illegal ones. Like if humans can shoot lions, there's no, those sort of people who shoot lions won't have a problem shooting Sasquatch.
Our wins. We're gonna check it instead of my dad. Oh God, I'm freezing.
In fact, people like that would be out there going,
Pretty.
I want you to get Bigfoot.
Oh God. I almost fell.
What'd you say just now?
I said, oh God. What? Sure.
Wait, what did you say just now?
I just said, oh God, because I... No, I really did. What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything. I think it's... Hey, don't run. It's okay.
We did though, we heard a hey.
We're good, we're good. I don't hear...
Go.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Are you messing with me right now?
I don't really hear anything. What do you hear?
You don't hear that right now.
I don't hear anything.
When Morgan's husband realizes that whatever's calling him out isn't her, he freaks out. The next day, it continues on happening and Morgan is actually able to capture it on camera.
Hey.
Oh God.
Hey.
Followed her home.
I think that is one of the creepiest things that I have ever caught on camera and that I have ever experienced in my life.
Creepy, isn't it? But if this is the real deal or not, I'm gonna leave it up to you. What I do know, however, is that there are countless videos of people in the Appalachian Mountains witnessing something similar, and also reports of people who go hiking and tell stories of ghostly voices calling out their names. Has anything like this ever happened to you, and what do you think it could be?
Ooh, freaky deaky. That's probably fake, I mean.
Now just imagine the following situation. You're with your friends or family in the middle of the woods in the Appalachian Mountains. It's almost nighttime, and all of a sudden you start hearing this alien-like sound that appears to be coming from the sky. You try to find an explanation, but then you remember you're in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere, in the Appalachian region. Sounds like something coming from out of a Stranger Things episode, doesn't it? This is exactly the case with this next video that you're about to watch.
What in the heck is that? What in the heck?
Sounds like War of the Worlds, doesn't it? Ooh.
What is that?
I'm sure it's a wonderful place, but what I can say is, after playing Fallout 76, I don't want to stay out there. Well, unless because it's a bunker, I've got a bunker or something. Oh, it sounds like War of the Worlds, doesn't it? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Who are you?
Creepy, isn't it? After being posted, several internet users left comments stating that this is possibly a skinwalker or some sort of animal, while others believe that this is possibly staged or faked. Now, what I find interesting about this video is that the sound appears to be metallic and somewhat echoing through the sky, which means that this is not a skinwalker, this is most likely something else. While researching the topic, I came across other videos that suggest
I can see why it sounds like a speaker. It sounds like saying the trees getting like a speaker or something system.
that this is possibly the real deal.
Yeah, that was a car. That was a car.
This, for instance, is a video coming from Dario Betty and a couple of friends of theirs while they were staying at an Airbnb in the Appalachian Mountains.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a car. That was a car. Who's the aliens, bro?
I think
I think it's a train.
Es que porque suena así a la verga.
But that's just scary.
Okay, do you guys want to go inside?
No, no. Es que dicen que no va a pasar nada, pero...
I'm recording this shit, though.
What sounds like a train passing through a tunnel can be heard in the distance. The only problem is, there's nothing nearby that could explain this mysterious sound. Strange, isn't it? But it gets even stranger in this next video posted by Dylan in North Carolina. Check this out.
Oh, I said that War of the Worlds, didn't it? That is weird, isn't it? There would be like a logging factory nearby or something. That sounds stupid, but
In this particular video, we can hear the same metallic sounds that we hear in the first video by Frison67.
I don't know, the first one sounds a lot more alien. That was like a...
Whatever whatever's going on here, this could be a phenomenon coined as a skyquake, which is a phenomenon where a loud banging sound is reported to originate from the sky. Theories about its origin range from secretive underground constructions to the Earth's crust moving or even extraterrestrial activity. However, to this day, this mysterious phenomenon remains a complete mystery. Now, taking into consideration all of the strange phenomenon in this region, the Brown Mountain Lights, skinwalkers.
See, for the... that might be some sort of, I'm not saying it is, but that to me, because it's long, that's what she said, it seems like a ground thing, you know what I mean? If it turned out to be a ground thing. But that first was like, it sounded like two aliens talking, didn't it?
Ghosts, and the list goes on. I would say that there's possibly something there, maybe even hiding underground. But I want to know your thoughts. Have you ever heard anything similar? And what do you really think is going on here? So taking all of this into consideration, what makes the Appalachian Mountains a hotspot for unexplained phenomena? Could it be because it's one of the oldest mountain ranges on the planet, older than the ozone layer? Or is it something else entirely? And have you ever experienced anything like this in the Appalachian region yourself?
Only in Fallout 76.
Well, this is it for now, but we do have more videos. Don't forget to check them out. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. And I'll see you guys again. Oh, and if you want to send me strange videos or stories, thatimpossiblechannel@gmail.com.
Well there. They were good, weren't they? It's interesting. I mean, the Bigfoot ones, like I said, the Bigfoot, there's so much to it that's... I'm not saying it's... I don't think it... I'm going to be open-minded, all right? Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit cold. I'll put my top up. Bigfoot. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm not saying it's 99% or 100% impossible, but a lot of these Bigfoot sightings seem to be explainable or dodgy. You know what I mean? Like I said, the think tank debunked it, and with see clear signs plus hunters, someone would have shot one by now, despite our wishes and our morals, whatever. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think. Also those sounds. First one didn't sound like the any other ones. The first one sounded like it sounded like two aliens talking together. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know if you live in that region and if you've experienced some weird shit. Anyway, that was Impossible. Still good content, and yeah, makes me want to play Fallout 76. But anyway, as always, thanks again for watching this with me. If you like the video, hit the like, and if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, because one, it costs you nothing, and two, it'd be just great to have you with us. Okay, so with that, until next time, take care and be well.